Welcome to MetroFanTV Playoff Edition. I mean, what can you say? We needed a big result today, and we got it.
Yes. We spent online seeing a whole string of negativity that this was the same team that was going to crash out in November, just like they did every year, because for some reason, something that happened a decade ago when this league had 12 teams carried meaning for this day with this team, with the best team that this league has ever seen. We came out here, we were the better team from the second they kicked the ball off. Anything that Greg had, we had an answer for it. The first half, we get on set pieces, we take advantage of them. We saw that was a possibility. And guess what? We had Alex Mule, who we thought was Aaron Long at first. Alex Mule gets us started. We're on the right foot. They have to come after us. They can't come after us. They were holding on last game for their lives, and they scored a lucky goal. We spent this whole game stepping on their throat. Danny Royer turned into Neymar for 5 minutes and scored 2 goals. Dominated them in the middle field. We're the best team, playing the best football at the best time, and no other team can come close to the intensity that we bring to this sport and to this league.
So the big thing going into this game was we had to score early.
Yes.
We had to score first. We had to score early. How do you think that played into the mentality of the team? And how do you think that played into the mentality of Columbus, who at the end of the second half seemed like they were kind of coming back and making things a little interesting?
Columbus started, it looked like they were going to bunker for 90 minutes. And you saw in the first 3 minutes that they weren't going to go after it. And we needed, if we didn't get that first goal, the second half's a bit dicier. Getting that, taking advantage, and playing the entire game in first half in their area, across the line, attacking them, making them exert all that energy for 45 minutes. You could tell this team was tired when they played us the first leg, and they were exhausted when they played us the second leg. That goal, when we knock it in, they have to open up. They did not want to open up in the first half. They conceded basically the rest of the half, and were just like, we're going to try and go for that away goal in the second half. And even then, they only went for it for about 15 minutes before they were like, penalties is okay. Penalties is fine. We threw off their game plan by getting ahead early and forcing them to concede entire halves of football to us, just so they could have a prayer at penalties.
So the second half started, and they had possession for the first 5 minutes, and it was about the 49th, 50th minute before we actually got on our side. Royer, right? He has some spotty moments, but something within the last about a minute or two before he got that goal, something seemed to kind of come over him, right? He started looking a little more aggressive, a little clean, a little sharper with his passes, and then it happens. Man of the match, obviously.
Man of the match, Danny moves up to third place all time with 4 playoff goals, which, is astounding, just seeing how important he is. The entire first half and the first part of the second half, it looked like his legs were out from underneath him. He looked like a body on the field. He didn't look like he had that spark. And then, like you said, it just switched. He turned himself on. He started closing down. He got the ball. And we've been critical of Danny all year that sometimes when he tries to create with his feet, he kind of runs into a dead end. It's happened before. But for whatever reason today, everything clicked. He knew who was defending him. He got the ball. He moved forward. And he just broke them down. And the first goal was a picture-perfect team goal. We had it back, I believe, Alex to Tyler, and then Tyler put it into Royer from Murillo kicking it in. It was perfect. It showed that this back line wasn't what we thought it was, and that they didn't game plan for everything, because Greg's this genius from Livingston, now loser to New Jersey. There we go. So you saw us be able to break down what they wanted to do, and Danny, to his credit, became vital to that at the end of the game.
So the next step is Atlanta. We've historically dominated them. How comfortable do you feel going to Atlanta? How comfortable do you feel going into Atlanta, knowing that historically we've done very well, and this is kind of the last big hurdle before we make our run to the Cup?
To me, I look at Atlanta and I know that's a team that we know how to beat them. We've seen them play us for 2 years. And each time we look at them, we have a decided advantage no matter how they decide to play. Armas is in Tata's head. Tata's got one leg out the door. He played against a team that folded against him. In New York City FC, they folded. They didn't even try to play. It was embarrassing. We look at us, we're a team that's the best team of this decade by far. We have the most points. We have the most average points. We have the best home record in this decade. We're dominant. Every single thing we do shows me that this Atlanta team isn't ready for us. It's not prepared for us. They can't hang with us for 180 minutes of soccer on our turf, especially they got to come here to play the last game. We know they can't play here. We know that we have the answers for everything that Tata wants to do, what everything Joseph Martinez wants to do. We are the better team. I don't want to see any negativity that, like Atlanta plays this the right way. They sign the right players. They use all their DP spots. They got the big money foreign manager. We're the team of the future. We're showing you how it's done, developing from inside, building champions from the ground up, and we're coming to that crescendo where we're going to run through this team. They're not going to have a chance, and we're going to embarrass them, and we're going to embarrass whoever we play from the West.
That's a Metro. Fuck off.
Yeah!